Today in environment and everyday life. Tips for using face mask. We have Maria Lilia Nieva as a speaker. She is nurse and doctor in health science and public health from the National University of the Center of Peru. Why it is important to use mask?
The different types of masks. We have cloth, medical or surgical masks, which are the most common for public use, and it is identified by folds. FFP type masks such as N95, which are specialized as they filter small particles from the environment and are used by the medical team and family members in direct contact with those infected with COVID-19. In this section, we will talk about medical surgical cloth masks as they are now in public and for daily use. Their role is to limit the spread of respiratory diseases such as COVID-19. They serve as a barrier for contact with fluids, large drop from a cough or sneeze, and filter the outflow of the user's particles, but they do not filter the particles from the outside. Therefore, its use is not enough to avoid getting infected. Therefore, it is imperative to strictly comply with other preventive measures such as hand hygiene and social distancing. However, it is recommended to change it every 4 hours or after removing it to eat or drink.
How to use it? Does a docent.
For its correct use, before we put them on, we must wash our hands. The mask should cover the bridge of the nose and the mouth and be comfortable. We must change it when it is wet, and it can be used for a maximum duration of 24 hours. How not to use it? Mistakes are made when you worry or get tired of the mask and you put it in the wrong positions, like under your nose or completely off your face, resting under your chin. You wear it loose, leaving part of your chin or nose exposed, or reuse it regardless of restrictions. These actions expose you to a greater risk of contagion.
Which is the treatment after use?
Surgical or medical masks are not reusable. Therefore, they must be removed when wet or when you move from one place to another. For example, from a public place to your house, they must be removed from behind without touching the front, then deposited in a container with a lid, and we must immediately perform hand hygiene. In the case of the cloth masks, which respect the specified health protocols and which are only used for a short period of time, for example, when we need to go to the grocery store or the pharmacy, they can be washed, disinfected, placed in the sun, and ironed.
Thanks to Maria Lilia Nieva for allowing the translation, and thanks to Diana Sakina for voicing this episode.